Hey, here we are for the live watch-along of the Group A simultaneous kickoff for match day 3. Crazy to think, dude, kind of sad, kind of bittersweet to think that we've already arrived at match day 3 of the group stage. But this is a huge evening for all teams involved in Group A. Any of these teams can go through, really. It's open for anyone. And anything can happen tonight too. We've seen from Group A, especially more so Group A than almost maybe any other group, is that it's you got to expect the unexpected. There's been upsets all over the place, especially involving New Zealand. We're keeping a close eye on New Zealand tonight, who are taking on Switzerland, and we would love our neighbours over there, the Kiwis, to get through to the knockout stage. That big win against Norway, and then slipping with that loss to the Philippines. But that was a historic result for the Philippines, which keeps them in contention for the knockout stage. We've got Norway, who currently sit at 1 point, which is quite remarkable considering they were favourites to top this group. Switzerland are probably in the best position to go through as well. They currently sit top with 4 points as well. What is going on? Mr. Freshman's in here. CCM season. Are you going to Colombia v Germany? I am not indeed. If I was, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be. It takes just over an hour or so for me to get to Sydney. So, no, I am here right now for these simultaneous kickoffs. And the exciting thing is we're going to be live for every single one. The simultaneous kickoffs every evening from now through till Thursday, which is very exciting. So, kickoff is about to get underway. We're watching both games. We've got the multi-screen setup here in front of me. And hopefully you guys, if I don't know how many devices you guys are running for tonight, but I'll make sure to keep you guys up to date with everything. But we have kicked off in Dunedin. Our kickoff, our timer down here, I'll tell you what, it's going to be pretty close to both games, but we will be following the clock here in the middle. We'll be following the New Zealand-Switzerland game. That's the one that I'm most interested in. I don't know about you guys, if that's what one you guys are most interested in. But it's New Zealand who I'm really excited about. I'd love to see them get through. It'd be historic for the nation. It'd be huge for women's football in New Zealand. But of course, I'm very curious to see how Philippines go against Norway. And already Philippines have started very brightly. They've earned a free kick in a good position within 30 seconds. While New Zealand wearing their very nice looking away kit. Dude, I dig this away kit from New Zealand. The white top and the blue shorts. Very nice indeed. Blake's here as well. Blake's here. Good to see you. Elijah Wilson, how's it going, mate? Says, hey, Lockie, you're my favorite up-and-coming YouTuber. I love your watch-alongs. Keep it up, bro. Elijah, thanks for the compliment, mate. I'm glad you enjoy the content, and yeah, appreciate it, man. I greatly appreciate that. We've been live every day for the last, since like, I think this is now 9 consecutive days of live streams, and it has not stopping here, man. We're just picking up. You know, there's so many big games coming up with the simultaneous kickoffs throughout the week, and then the knockout stage is just going to be huge, man. I mean, there's already so many nations who could potentially go all the way. Dom's here as well. Good to see you here, Dom. I hope all you guys here are enjoying your weekends, and it is a nice Sunday afternoon here on the Central Coast. Really warm day today. How's the weather been where you guys are? Here on the Central Coast of New South Wales, very warm. Switzerland with an early opportunity here. Can she pull the shot? Steinmetz makes the save. The block, rather. And Chance can't keep it in, so Switzerland on the attack here. Meanwhile, Philippines have started very brightly against Norway, looking to get an early goal against the European giants. And look, it was a huge effort from Philippines to get that win against co-host New Zealand the other day. If they could get a win here, if Philippines can get a win against Norway, I mean, it would just be remarkable. It would be a huge story. Not just for Philippines getting the win, but Norway losing again. I mean, Norway, again, they were expected to top this group. Norway were expected to top this group easily, and they're bottom with 1 point. Norway with a good chance. Chipped into the keeper. And she had a fantastic game, didn't she, against New Zealand? The Philippines keeper made some remarkable saves. So, We will be playing Griddle at halftime as well, our A-League trivia game. We had a really tough one last night. That took me so long to get get through. I got caught on a player who had played for both Sydney FC and Macarthur FC. There was only 3 of them in history. Good delivery for Switzerland here, but that's going out for another corner as New Zealand look to hold out this early Swiss attack. Blake says it's 8 a.m. in Ireland. There you go. Packed stadium in Dunedin as well, which is great to see for this one. Obviously, the New Zealand fans hoping to get their team across the line. The Swiss corner headed well away by Bowen. But Switzerland back in possession. Meanwhile, Norway now looking to get in behind against the Philippines. So it's the 2 underdogs. You got to say it is the Philippines and New Zealand who are underdogs in these 2 matches, man. Switzerland and Norway should be favourites in these 2 clashes. I dig this Switzerland home kit too. If you look at it, you can't really see it from the broadcast, but if you get a close up shot, you'll see it's got sort of like a mountain. It's got like a zigzaggy thing on the jersey, and it's meant to like represent the mountains of Switzerland. It's great. It's awesome. Jimbo's here. How's it going, Jimbo? Says New Zealand wins tonight. Dude, I'm hoping so. We'd love to see New Zealand win. Marcus got 9 from 9 on Griddle today. Okay. Was it an easy one today? Was it an easier one? I'd love to know. Elijah also says, I would really love to see New Zealand go through, but I'm so glad Sam Kerr's good to play tomorrow. Dude, it's a huge boost, isn't it? Huge boost for Australia to have Sammy back. And look, I'd be surprised if she starts. I think she will come off the bench tomorrow, Sam Kerr. Just the fact that she's only just getting back into training now. I think it'd be a risk to start her. And it might be the game might be one of those situations where, you know, we might have to be chasing it late. It might be a matter of really throwing everything at Canada late to get the win, and keeping Sam Kerr for like the last half an hour might be the way to go. Dom says Griddle was easy today. Okay, I sort of want to look at it. I tell you what, I'm just gonna have a peek at it. I'm just gonna have a look at it just for a second, just to see what sort of teams and stuff we've got. Oh, dude, that should be easy. Yeah. That should be easy. We've got a lot of teams there. And the difficulty rating is 4.7, which is a medium. Oh, that's way easier. Thank you. Thank you, Ultimate A-League, for giving us a much easier Griddle today. For those that don't know, Griddle's like an A-League trivia game, which is really... Oh, Switzerland score! Sorry, Norway score. I'm looking at the wrong red team. That is an important goal for the Norwegians. Lovely finish too. Out of nowhere. We were getting distracted, but we've got the first goal of the evening, and it comes for Norway. Great finish. And that is a crucial goal. If any team needed to win tonight, it is Norway. They won the ball high at the park. Applied the pressure. Philippines were scrambling at the back. What a finish. What a goal. What a goal, dude. That's a really well taken strike. The way she hits it first time, lifts it over the keeper. Norway have hit the lead. That is a big goal early on in this match, man. Wow, dude. Wow. So, only 7 minutes in, and Norway have hit the lead against the Philippines, which is a big blow for the Philippines, who are hoping for... I mean, a draw could be enough maybe to get them through. A win would be great. But that is not a great start for the Philippines, who have work to do early on. Dom says pressure on New Zealand now. It's a good point too. It's a good point. So the way it stands, let's have a look here. So Norway would jump up on points, right? Norway would jump up, and would they go level with New Zealand? They'd be level with New Zealand, I think. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they are. The table's just refreshed on Google here. So Norway is still listed as third. So it would come down to cards. So it's quite an interesting situation here with these two matches, because it appears to be that a 1-0 win won't be enough for Norway. If New Zealand and Switzerland stays a draw, Norway might have to grab a second goal here. So it might be coming down to, we know it comes down to cards, right? If the goal difference in goals for, goals against is all even, I believe it goes to yellow cards. I believe it does. New Zealand could go through because they beat them. It could be that rule. It could be that. I always get confused with that. It's either yellow. It's either like the discipline thing, so yellow and red cards, or is it because they beat them? Yeah. They're head to head between the two actual sides. So that might be why. But yeah, by the looks of things, and we saw it on the broadcast as well. Even if it ends up being a 1-0 win for Norway, New Zealand with this current scoreline could still go through. So, New Zealand prioritizing defense here, I think, more than anything. As long as they can keep themselves in this game, it's quite a fascinating prospect too. Is there any way that Switzerland could go out? There surely is, right? There surely is. Yeah, it's quite fascinating looking at the group. Barry's here as well. Julian's here as well. I'm doing very well, Julian. Thanks for checking in as always. Hope you're enjoying your weekend so far, Julian. Dom also just a moment ago talking about the griddle says, Mr. Joe K, as Mr. Joe K said today, if you don't get 9 out of 9, you should get your A-League license revoked. There you go. So, as it stands, New Zealand's still going through. But it means that they have to hold out. They have to hold out Switzerland here. It's a big goal for Philippines to concede there. It's going to be tough for Philippines to get back. You'd think Philippines really have to win, don't they? Really have to win. I'm looking at I'm trying to run a lot of calculations in my head, looking at the table. So I think Philippines, a draw could get them through if Switzerland smash New Zealand. I think. Corner for New Zealand in a dangerous area. Whipped back in. Couldn't they get the shot off? Still bouncing around. It was CJ Bott who almost got the shot off for New Zealand. Switzerland do get it clear in the end. Norway have another corner as well. Action all over the place. As we're 11 minutes into these two matches. Delivery for Norway is decent. Good area. And it's gone out of play. So, Norway looking pretty strong so far against the Philippines. Meanwhile, New Zealand and Switzerland seems to be pretty even at this stage. It would be a huge upset here in the group stage if Norway do get knocked out. It'd be pretty serious repercussions. This was a group that they were well expected to proceed through comfortably. Worth noting as well, I forgot to mention it when Norway scored that goal. That's their first goal of the tournament. That was Norway's first goal of the tournament, which is a big deal. Obviously, the big story for Norway is that no Arda Hegerberg, which is a huge loss for them. Hegerberg pulled out of the game last minute against Switzerland last week. So no Arda Hegerberg, their star striker. But Roman Haag, the player who is replacing her, is on the score sheet. All right. Australia to win Monday night, says Jimbo. I mean, fingers crossed, right? We have to get the win. Julian says Monday will be tough for Australia. However, I reckon Australia will get a 2-1 win against Canada. I think that's my prediction too. That's where I'm sitting at the moment with my prediction, 2-1. But it's going to take a massive performance, isn't it? Really big performance. Dom, I just saw your comment from earlier as well. So Switzerland can go through if New Zealand win and Norway win by 3. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds right. So really, Switzerland really just have to draw here. It's almost like for Switzerland and New Zealand, a nil or draw sort of could take them both through, you know? So it's one of those weird situations. Anyway, New Zealand looking to get in behind here, but cleared away nicely. Excuse me. Home advantage really helped them in that first game, New Zealand, in Auckland. They faltered in Wellington. Can they get it done at Dunedin? Their shot is going to go wide. Good opportunity there for Longo. We've got the chamomile tea out tonight. Drop in the chat. What's your beverage of choice for tonight's football extravaganza? 4 matches on today, of course. 4 matches. Earlier today, we saw South Korea defeat... Sorry, no, wrong way around. Morocco defeated South Korea. Morocco defeated South Korea 1-0, which means South Korea are out of the tournament, which will be bitterly disappointing for the Asian nation. In terms of Morocco, though, another win for an African nation, and an important win as well after they sustained that heavy defeat to Germany last week. So Morocco still in with a chance to get through to the round of 16. And later tonight, there is a big matchup in Sydney. It's Germany v Colombia. And very curious to watch that match. 2 teams who won their first match of the group stage. So New Zealand in control of a lot of possession in Dunedin, and Switzerland, though, staying pretty strong defensively up to this point. And it is Norway who are certainly dominating possession in Auckland. Very entertaining match day yesterday as well. Sweden got a huge 5-0 win against Italy. And then we were live for one of the games of the tournament up to this point. We were live for France v Brazil. What a game it was. Ending 2-1 to France. Big result for the French. And then all of a sudden, I mean, it's Brazil. It's Brazil who are chasing a knockout spot. And they've got work to do against Jamaica. Jamaica got the win against Panama, which makes that group very, very interesting indeed. So an early goal for Norway, the only goal across these 2 matches so far. Keeping a close eye, especially on this New Zealand game. Oh, Norway, as soon as I say that, Norway have just scored a second. Literally as I say it, the ball ends up in the back of the net. Norway have gone 2 goals up. Big moment in Auckland. Norway have their second. And once again, it's Roman Haug. The replacement for Arda Hegerberg has a brace in the opening quarter of an hour. Huge blow for Philippines. The long delivery was perfectly delivered, and that's a fantastic header. 2 incredible goals from Roman Haug. That's a great, great header. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Got the English breakfast tea. Love it. Love to see another tea in the chat. As Barry says here, South Korea, Panama, Vietnam, Haiti, Zambia, and Costa Rica all haven't scored so far this World Cup. Yeah. Still time. Still time to get a goal, of course. Dunedin does look packed, doesn't it? Absolutely packed here for this, which is great to see. All the New Zealand home games have obviously been very, very busy. Sanley says, so New Zealand have to win. Well, the way it's going, yes, you're right. So that's an important goal, isn't it? Because the way the ladder looks, that should be Norway who jump into second place, and it is. And it is. So that goal, that second goal for Norway, means that New Zealand are going out as it stands. Speaking of the New Zealand, they have a free kick here. It is Katie Bowen who drives into the wall. Goes short. Percival. Great chance. Longo. Her shot was smothered. So, 2 early goals here for Norway. Philippines aren't doing New Zealand any favours. Can the Philippines get themselves back into this game? This is a terrible start for Alan Stagic's side. Really, really intriguing. You wonder as well, like whether there's information, whether they're telling you the players on the pitch, especially the Kiwi players, the New Zealand players, what's happening in the other game. Because what happened, how the other game goes, dictates the way that they need to play. Heading into this game, maybe the game plan was to play for a draw here in New Zealand, but that's not going to be good enough now. As it stands, Norway have jumped from 4th place to 2nd place and will be joining Switzerland in the knockout stage, which would be a big return from Norway after losing that first group stage game on the opening day. I'm having an avocado shake. Wow, I can't say I've ever heard of an avocado shake. That's interesting, man. All right. So, we knew this one. We knew this match day was going to throw up some surprises. I don't know if we expected Norway to score 2 goals so quickly like that after failing to score against New Zealand and Switzerland, and without Arda Hegerberg. But Roman Haug is the star of the night so far. 2 goals, 2 fantastic strikes too as well. Really, really good. So, we're back in New Zealand here. We're back in our neighbours, New Zealand. Would love to see them get the win and get through to the knockout stage. Imagine if it's New Zealand who get through to the knockout stage and not Australia, which is a serious possibility. Oh, mate. If that does happen, if Australia do get knocked out and New Zealand go through to that, New Zealand will be my second favourite team for sure. For sure, man. Have you guys got any second favourite teams with the way this tournament's going? I loved watching Jamaica last night. I would love for them to go through. Netherlands were good, though. I think Netherlands might be my second favourite team. Netherlands. So New Zealand really causing some trouble here tonight so far for Switzerland. Dominating the play, creating more chances. And Switzerland could go out tonight, of course. Switzerland could go out, as I think it was Dom. Yeah, it was Dom that mentioned earlier in the chat. Switzerland could go out if Norway get a big win here. If Norway get a big win, which I'll tell you what, it could happen because they've already got 2 goals. And they've got another corner here, Norway. And if New Zealand can get themselves 3 points, then Switzerland, who have been pretty comfortable in this group stage so far, could see themselves going out, which would be a real shock as well. Brazil's my second favourite team. They're fun to watch as well, hey? Spain to win on Monday, says Jimbo as well. Yeah, Spain surely have to win. I mean, Japan will be a tough test for them. They'll be the toughest game in the group stage for sure. But it's been a comfortable tournament up to this point for Spain, who picked up comfortable wins against Costa Rica. And the other nation, which is escaping my brain right now. Who's the other nation in that group, in Group C? Spain, Japan, it's not Panama. Who's the other team in that group? Oh my God, I'm blanking on this group. Here we go. It's Zambia. Zambia's the other one. Yeah, against Costa Rica and Zambia. They've both really struggled at this tournament, Costa Rica and Zambia. It's been an easy group stage outing for both Japan and Spain. Switzerland, under pressure here, man. Under pressure. Entered this match day top of Group A. But there is a possibility that they will end it outside of that top 2. Good ball over the top. Chance for New Zealand. Oh, that hit the post. Off the woodwork for New Zealand. There's an appeal for a penalty here for New Zealand. Switzerland get it clear. Drama. Switzerland now on the counter-attack. Bowen, good challenge. Well, coming close there. Nama's here as well. Good to see you, Nama. Dom says, gutted I didn't go to the Brazil game last night. It looked like a great atmosphere too. I mean, we were hearing it was one of the best atmospheres of the tournament, hey? What an opportunity for New Zealand. Look at that strike. It hit the post, dude. So close to New Zealand, who are chasing goals here. They need to win this game, the way it stands. Julie says, Japan also looked really good. I love their fans. Did you see the video of the fans who cleaned up after one of the matches? I didn't see that, no. I didn't see that, but I have heard of that, like I've seen, like, was it the Japanese national team who, like, left their like, dressing room super clean and everything and, like, wrote a nice message or something like that? Yeah, it's great to see. Some of those good heartwarming moments of the tournament. Yet another set piece coming up here for New Zealand. Switzerland really can't get themselves into this game. New Zealand have the momentum in this first half, and they need to capitalize. New Zealand needs to capitalize here because Norway are up by 2 goals, and I mean, well, it doesn't matter if Norway. I mean, New Zealand simply need to win. If New Zealand win, they go through, right? Regardless of what happens in the other game, New Zealand just need to win, and they go through. So it's going to be a chance to deliver for New Zealand. The delivery's close to the keeper. Almost in. Cleared away. Nervy moments for the Swiss here. New Zealand can keep this in. Well done. Katie Bowen has started this game really strongly. She's been heavily involved up to this point, and New Zealand have a free kick in a promising position on the wing. Central defender Katie Bowen. But involved in the attack already a few times already tonight. Meanwhile, Philippines are really struggling to get themselves into this game against Norway. Norway just a bit too classy up to this point. So, what can New Zealand conjure from this free kick opportunity? It's going to be Percival to deliver. Great chance here. Percival has options to aim for. Deliveries close to the keeper. It's punched away. Bowen blocked. Good block. Bowen was going for that shot. And she hit it well too. Back in. Keeper gets another punch. Busy night up to this point. For Talman, the Swiss keeper, who is being asked to do a lot of work. And is there a VAR check here? No, maybe. Oh, no, maybe. There is a potential injury here, though, for Thalman, the Swiss goalkeeper. So, okay. Pumpkin Music here in the chat says, just got home from the Korea game, feeling kind of deflated, but at least it was nice to see Morocco make history. Would have been a great game. Where was that played? Oh, Adelaide, wasn't it? I was in Adelaide. Yeah, big win for Morocco. Hey, first win for them. Dom also says, Switzerland under severe pressure right now. New Zealand need to score. Handball shout. I didn't see the handball. I didn't see the handball. I'd love to see a replay. There's been a couple of appeals for potential penalties so far from New Zealand. Let's have a look at these replays here. New Zealand, that long ball. They're showing us some replays here. That close chance, though, that one that hit the post. It didn't appear to be a handball. They're showing some of the replays here, and... Ooh, was there? Maybe from So. Swiss midfielder maybe handling the ball there. So... These big decisions, though, these crucial decisions when it comes to penalties and stuff, I mean, it's they They go a long way to decide who goes through from this group. Every decision matters. This is it's all coming down to the wire here for both of these teams. Of course, as it stands, if you're just tuning in, it is Norway who will be going through, Switzerland and Norway going through, unless New Zealand can score a goal here and put themselves into a winning position. Dude, as well, worth pointing out, if New Zealand win, if New Zealand can get a win here, they'll go through top of the group. New Zealand will go through top of Group A if they win here, which would be quite remarkable. But Switzerland have had nothing tonight. We're coming up to half an hour into this game. Switzerland have had nothing going for them tonight. It's been all New Zealand up to this point, but the concerning thing for the Kiwis is that they have failed to capitalise on their dominance half an hour into this game. Half an hour into this game. How many games have you been to so far, Lockie? Only two. Only two. I've been to Australia, Ireland, and then a couple nights ago went to England, Denmark, which was a lot of fun. Vlogs for both games are out on the channel too. Really enjoyed doing the vlog for the England, Denmark game. So feel free to check that one out on the channel. That was good fun. Really, really good atmosphere in Sydney for England v Denmark. And getting to a couple more throughout the knockout stage, which will be fun. That's right. Dom says, when we win tomorrow, not if. Would it be just as big as a shock if Canada go out in the groups? Yes. I mean, that would be remarkable. And it's shaping up. The way it's looking is that, I mean, Australia, I'm backing us to get the win. Like, it has to happen, right? It's the fairy tale moment. Sam Kerr coming back, home soil. Australia will go through tomorrow, surely. And it could be Australia and Nigeria going through, with potentially Nigeria topping the group, which is pretty remarkable. So, yeah. Yeah, Canada going out is huge, man. Like, that's really disappointing for them. What minute and second is your Norway game? For me, that's like 30 minutes, 7 seconds now. So the clock that we have here, if you're just tuning in, by the way, the clock that we have here is tracking the Switzerland-New Zealand game. And for me, the Norway-Philippines game is just a few seconds behind the clock. So roughly it's in time. Norway looking for a third goal here. Philippines are just really trying to hold on here. Philippines really trying to hold on here. That they're already have conceded 2 goals, and they're finding it quite difficult tonight against Norway. That's a long-range hit. Oh, what a goal! Norway hit number 3. Long-range strike was fantastic. What a goal, dude. What a goal. Long-range strike was fantastic. And Norway are up 3-0 and look like that they are set for a place in the round of 16. This is 3-0. Alan Stajic and the Philippines will look set to go out here. They needed a positive result here, Philippines. Put down 3 goals. You got to say there's no way back for them now. Only half an hour in. Only half an hour in, man. Pretty remarkable. Great goal, too. It was Graham Hansen, wasn't it, for Norway? This Norway team who has underperformed up to this point. Graham Hansen, one of their star players, Norway, hitting it from long range. Fantastic strike, man. Fantastic goal. That's 3. Dude, Philippines are out. I think we can say it pretty confidently now. There's no way Philippines are going to come back. They've been completely outclassed up until this stage. And look, a huge moment for Philippines in their second game, getting that win against New Zealand. But it's going to take more than a miracle, I think, for Philippines to get back against Norway here tonight. So all eyes now on Switzerland, New Zealand. Norway, this win could well... Oh, here's a chance for New Zealand. Katie Bowen's going to get back and clear that away, though. So, it is still Norway and Switzerland who are going through. Norway pretty much securing their place in the knockout stage with this 3-0 win at this point. That's right, Tom. That's right. I should have picked up that pun there. There's Norway back for Philippines. Norway. It sounds like I'm speaking with like a Scottish accent or something. There's Norway back for the Philippines. There's Norway. Jay in the chat, how's it going, mate? Says, as a USA fan, it would be sad to see New Zealand and Australia not advance in the Home World Cup. It would be. I mean, it'd be really, really disappointing. It would be really, really disappointing. Both nations had high hopes, especially Australia, to have a successful tournament. Yeah, we'd love to see both go through, man. We'd love to see it. So Norway have been completely dominant here against the Philippines. Philippines have barely gotten out of their own half. And it was such a brave performance from Philippines against New Zealand. They were defensively so good too, to hold out New Zealand for 90 minutes. But have collapsed here and conceded 3 goals in 30 minutes, which is not what they were hoping for, of course. Still fantastic, fantastic performance from Philippines. They'll be proud of themselves, but it's always going to be difficult against some of these top European nations. Switzerland looking to get through and create a rare attack, but again, Katie Bowen, who is everywhere tonight, goodness me, cuts it out. The New Zealand centre back. Love these two kits. But the Swiss home kit, the New Zealand away kit, 2 fantastic football kits, man. This tournament has just had fantastic kits all over the place, haven't they? Really, really good. Dom says New Zealand are pressing really well to win the ball back. They are indeed. They seem to be playing with much better energy compared to the Philippines game. Very positive. Very positive up until this point. And can they keep it up is the question. Can they keep it up? Switzerland appear to be getting themselves slowly back into the game as things progress, having a bit more possession around the back line. Meanwhile, Norway still looking hungry for this yet another goal. Norway 3, Philippines 0 with 10 minutes to go in the half. Meanwhile, it's New Zealand 0, Switzerland 0, and here's a good chance for Switzerland. They're in the box. The delivery is decent to So. She goes down. And there's going to be a goal kick, even though that did appear that it should have been a corner, but goal kick it is. Fingers crossed Australia and New Zealand get the wins, man. Fingers crossed. So, home crowd has to get behind New Zealand here tonight. They'll know that the word will go around the stadium in Dunedin that Norway are currently smashing Philippines. And that simply means New Zealand need to win, even if it just means the 1 goal. Points will get them through. It's all they need here tonight, New Zealand. All they need. Ravenous Arbuck's in here as well. How's it going, mate? Crazy Les, Luis. Good to see all the guys tuning in here. This is the first of our simultaneous kickoff live watch-alongs. We are going to be live every single evening from now through till Thursday for these simultaneous kickoffs. Huge, huge week coming up. New Zealand breaking through the right-hand side. Cross isn't bad. And it's going to be cleared away. Philippines look set to be eliminated from this group. CJ Bott for New Zealand. Can't keep that in. Looked like it went out of play, but still New Zealand going here. CJ Bott does well to keep that in play. It's in towards Wilkinson. It's bounced over her head. Still on there. Oh, player's gone down. Could have been a foul. Switzerland clear once again. So, there is a New Zealand player down here, and it's Jackie Hand who's stayed on the floor. Some concern here for Jackie Hand, who has remained on the floor and is not moving. Meanwhile, Philippines, with their first opportunity of the game, a long-range strike. But it was an easy save for the keeper. But that was Philippines' first opportunity of the game there. So, a bit of a wait here as Jackie Hand is being treated by physios and doctors on the sideline. We hope she's all right. She's still on the floor. She's still on the floor. There's plenty of options on the bench for New Zealand. Betsy Hassett, who started the first 2 games, could come on. Grace Jail, Millie Clegg as well is an option. India Paige Riley started last week as well against Philippines and could come on. So it appears to be an ankle, I think, here for Jackie Hand. She's still very slow to get to her feet here. So we'll have quite a few minutes of injury time in the New Zealand-Switzerland game. The clock here in the middle is tracking the Switzerland-New Zealand game. As the Mexican wave goes around Dunedin. Look at that. Dude, has there been a Mexican wave at every single game? I think there's been a Mexican wave at legitimately every single game. You always see it. New Zealand fans are getting into this one too. They're loving it. Oh my gosh. It's going around Dunedin as we speak, that Mexican wave. And everyone's getting into it. 5 minutes to go in the half for both games. Is there a way back for New Zealand here? They'll be a little bit concerned and a little bit nervy that they haven't taken these chances just yet. New Zealand. But the second half is going to be huge. It's going to be tense. It's going to be tight. And it's important too for Switzerland, isn't it? Because not only do New Zealand want to win, but if Switzerland lose, they're out. If Switzerland lose, they're out, hey. Julian says, I love how Stajic wears the beanie and jacket. The beanie jacket combo. He's been rocking it all tournament, hasn't he, Alan Stajic? He looks like as if the tournament's being held in Antarctica. Legit. He looks like the coldest person on Earth right now. He's certainly rugged up, that's for sure. Ravenous Aardvark says, it looks like Philippines used up all of their effort in the previous game. It does appear that way, doesn't it? Unfortunately for Philippines, they were so good against New Zealand. Defensively, really, really solid. Yeah. Jimbo's back in a Colombia win tonight. What a story that would be if Colombia did win. Germany certainly favourites for that one, but that'd be huge if Colombia got the win. That'd be dramatic. But Dom says, I'm all for doing a couple full circles of the wave, but after 2 it's a bit jarring. Yeah, it seems to break down from the couple games I've been to. It seems to break down after a couple of rotations, yeah. Yeah. But legit, I reckon like every game, like even just watching on the broadcasts, everyone does it. It's funny how it's just like some like unspoken rule that at these tournaments it happens. Imagine seeing like a Mexican wave at like a Premier League game. It'd be so bizarre. It's just a different vibe. And I'll tell you what, I love the vibes at these games too. The games that I've gone to, just the vibes in the stadium. It's just fun. It feels fun, you know? That's the main thing. Julian says, Will Stages wear these same clothes when he coaches Perth Glory on a hot summer's day? Certainly not no sweltering WA heat. But hey, Stages to Glory. I mean, there's talk of it, isn't there? It's not official, is it yet? Unless I've missed something. But Alan Stajic is rumoured to be going to Perth Glory, isn't he? Rumoured at this stage. I don't think anything's confirmed yet, unless you've seen anything, Julian. But goodness me, wouldn't that be a huge pickup for Perth Glory in the A-League? It'd be great. Doing griddle at halftime. Fascinated to see how you go after I hit a wall. Yes, indeed, we are doing griddle at halftime. So very, very shortly, about 5 minutes or so, we'll be jumping into our griddle game for today. Griddle, for those that don't know, is an A-League trivia game, a guessing game, where we're going to guess the A-League players. And our results have been okay up to this point. We struggled yesterday, though. I got 8 out of 9. Struggled on that very last one. So yeah, we'll be playing griddle here live on stream, which will be fun. Soccer Twitter hates the Mexican wave, and it's so funny. He says, Tom, yeah, I mean, I've got, like, I don't know why people don't like it. Like, it's fun, you know? Gets the crowd involved. Not doing any harm. I think it's fun. So this half is starting to fizzle out a little bit between Switzerland and New Zealand. New Zealand have looked really bright for much of this half, but for the last 10 minutes haven't really had an opportunity. Meanwhile, it is Norway who are just comfortably controlling this game as they maintain their 3-goal lead against the Philippines. In a couple of minutes, we'll be jumping on griddle and playing it live here on stream for our halftime Coast Watch Football Entertainment. It's been fun. We've been playing griddle on stream at during halftime every single day for almost the past week now. And once again, I want to shout out Dom, who introduced me to this game in the chat last week. And it's been great fun. Switzerland pushing forward here. Long-range strike isn't bad, but that'll fall straight into the hands of Essen, the keeper. Meanwhile, Philippines could get forward here with the counter-attack. We're going to keep an eye on the Philippines game here. Philippines have 3 players moving forward. Got it through on the left. Delivery needs to be right here. Delivery needs to be right. Norway deal with it. We've got 5 minutes of injury time here, and there's a Swiss player who is down hurt on the sideline. 5 minutes of injury time. Let's have a look at this challenge again. Bit of a bizarre. I didn't see her clip her ankles, but there's a Swiss player down injured. Norway, Philippines. How many minutes is that? 3? So, in about 5 minutes, we're going to be jumping onto griddle. What are we saying? Surely Perth owners need some owners before signing a coach. Yeah, Perth in a bit of a tricky spot at the moment, aren't they? That's right, pumpkin music. Revan Saiva got 8 out of 10, 8 out of 9 today in griddle. That's pretty good. That's right, Soccer X now, isn't it? Soccer X. I feel like people are just going to still refer to it as Twitter. I keep forgetting that it's called X now. So, is there a late first half goal here in either of these games? It looks like it will be 0-0 between Switzerland and New Zealand at this point. And surely you would tell the players, if you're the New Zealand coaching staff, you're telling the squad, hey, listen, Norway are thrashing Philippines right now, up in Auckland, up in the North Island. So us down in the South Island here, we get to switch it on, and we need to score a goal. We need to win this game. All New Zealand need to do is win. They need to win. Can they do it? Can they do it? What a moment it will be. The stadium will know it too. So it's going to be a huge climax to this game in Dunedin for New Zealand because the crowd are going to be pushing them. Yeah, and I swear, dude, if New Zealand get this goal here, it's going to be absolute scenes in New Zealand. Just the elation. So that's what we're waiting for, man. And I've got a feeling it's going to happen. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but I reckon New Zealand are going to get it done in the second half, man. It's too good of a fairy tale moment for it not to happen. Meanwhile, Norway still threatening, looking for that fourth goal now. Fourth. 2 minutes remaining in Dunedin. Wilkinson. That was the wrong pass. Switzerland definitely back in this game now. Definitely back in control. Meanwhile, it is half-time between Norway and Philippines. Fantastic half for Roman Haug. She grabbed 2 goals, and then Graham Hansen with a great long-range strike gives Norway a 3-goal lead and puts them in a great position to qualify for the knockout stage. They sit second of the group, and as it stands, it is Switzerland top. Final moments being played here between Switzerland and New Zealand. And in a moment at halftime, we will be playing Griddle. We will be playing Griddle, which is our daily A-League trivia game, which we've been playing on stream every single day here. At halftime, our little mini halftime entertainment, if you like. Bowen, good run. Loses the ball, though. Well done, Riley, winning that ball. Seeing it long towards Hand. Good to see the Jackie Hand is up and moving as well. Bouncing back after going down with injury a moment ago. Interesting to see for New Zealand. It was those wide players who got changed for this game too. It was Riley and Hassett, the 2 wide players, but today it's Chance and Longo. So New Zealand opting for 2 different wide plays for this game. They've won the ball in the middle of the park, and there's seconds remaining here for New Zealand to launch one more attack. But that pass is going to go out of play. So New Zealand just need to work a little bit on their execution here tonight. It's been a bit off at this stage. It's been just a little bit off. Spencer got 9 out of 9 on the griddle. Nice, man. Nice. We're going to be playing it in just a second. It is indeed half-time in Dunedin between Switzerland and New Zealand. It is 0-0. So, as it stands, it is Philippines who will be knocked out at this stage. But there's 3 teams still in contention. Norway are set to be going through to the knockout stage after starting this group, Group A, Match Day 3, bottom of the group. And if it stays a draw between Switzerland and New Zealand, it is Switzerland who will go through. All New Zealand need. We are backing New Zealand, man. We want to see our brothers and sisters over New Zealand celebrating it full time, man. We love our friends over there in New Zealand. We do often have a lot of friends tuning in here in our live watch-alongs from New Zealand, and they just need to win. They need 1 goal. That's all they need. And it's coming, man. I'm telling you right now, it's coming. Okay. And that's right, RP110. How's it going? Says, looks like Norway and Switzerland to advance if both scores stand. Indeed. Renault Sarvac says, just as a general comment on Griddle, and not a spoiler for today, Liam Reddy must be the most common viable answer. Absolutely. He's played for everyone. He's played so many games. And let's do it. We are going to play halftime Griddle here. So, and my rule for this has been I've been closing the chat. So I've been closing the chat while I am in the game just to avoid any unfair advantage. Not that I don't trust you guys to, reveal any answers or anything, but yeah, I figured it's the fair way to do things. Hey, so let's bring it up. Let's bring up Griddle for our halftime entertainment. And it looks like a relatively easy one today. So we're going to guess these players from some interesting teams here. So we've got Melbourne City, West City Wanderers in there. 5+ finals games, which was an interesting one. We had that a couple of days ago, didn't we? And then Mariners, Adelaide, and Brisbane. Okay. So this is interesting. So I am going to keep the chat hidden for me. But I will be reading the chat after I finish the game. So feel free to throw answers and spoilers in the chat right now. I can't see it at this moment. But let's jump into this one right now. Griddle for today, the 30th of July. Let's start with the finals games, because I think that would probably be the hardest, right? Finals games for Brisbane Roar is very easy. I think we had that one the other day, didn't we? Thomas Broich has played 15 finals games for Brisbane Roar. For Adelaide United, 5+ finals games. Let's go Galakovic. Let's go Eugene Galakovic. Has played 12 finals games for Adelaide. And for the Mariners, we could go Danny Vukovic. Let's keep it up. Another goalkeeper here, Vukovic. Danny Vukovic, 12 finals games for Central Coast. So pretty safe there for the finals games. Now, this should be pretty straightforward here. Let's start off with Wanderers Brisbane. Okay, let's try and go for some niche answers here. Let's go Ricky Visconti. Rocky Visconti. There you go. Played for both Wanderers and Brisbane. Scored a cracking goal for Wanderers against Newcastle a number of years ago. A player who has played for both Wanderers and Adelaide. I think this is one we had the other day, and someone in the chat I saw it afterwards, was like, Cassini Yankee. And I was like, Jordan O'Doherty. So it has to be Cassini Yankee. He's certainly an easy one there. Wanderers and Mariners. We can go Jack Clisby there. Jack Clisby's popped up a lot of times for me in these games. A player who has played for both Brisbane Roar and Melbourne City. Aidan O'Neill. Aidan O'Neill had a stint at Brisbane Roar a few years ago. Dude, this is an easy one up to this point. Melbourne City, Adelaide United. There's a bunch we could go for there. Let's go Scott Jamieson. And then for the last one, Mariners, Melbourne City. Let's go Caceres. Anthony Caceres. There we go. That was by far the easiest one. I'm going to open up the chat now. That was by far the easiest one we've done. That was remarkably easy. All right. Left column was the problem today, says Ravenous Aardvark. Yeah, Anthony Caceres. I wonder if there's any more. That's probably quite a few players that have played for Wanderers and Mariners, right? O'Neill is a niche pick with McLaren available. Yeah, McLaren. McLaren is another one. Who else has played for Brisbane, Melbourne City? Let's see how many. It gives us the stats of how many. 20 players have played for both Melbourne City and Brisbane Roar. 20, yeah. McLaren, O'Neill. Did Ivan Franjic have a stint in Melbourne City? I think so. Who else has played for those two clubs? Ravenous Aardvark says, Lockie has destroyed me there. I struggled big time with the Mariners players. Yeah, Caceres. I mean, Jack Clisby. Actually, maybe there isn't many. I mean, Liam Reddy had a stint with Wanderers, so you could put him in there for Wanderers Mariners. How many Mariners have had 5+ finals appearances? 22. There's probably even a few current Mariners who have played 5+ finals, like Max Ballard's. Max Ballard's probably a fair shout. Josh Nisbet has probably played 5+ finals for Mariners. Like those guys would have for sure. Yeah, man. Visconti is an unbelievably niche pick when Barella was on the table. Could have gone for Barella too. Yeah, I don't know why Visconti came to mind first. It's had to throw a niche one in there. The Galakovic answer, that's right. What else are we saying here? Spencer says, actually, I'm curious to see what you guys had as your answers. So Spencer says here his answers were starting top left, Glover, Galloway, McLaren. Yep. Row 2, you had Bozanic for Mariners Wanderers. Oh, yeah. Didn't think of Bozanic. Ziggy Gordon could have been in there too, hey. Urich for Adelaide Wanderers, yeah. Borello for Wanderers Brisbane, 100%. And then Vukovic, Goodwin, Broich. Nice. Duke for Mariners Wanderers. Didn't think of that one either. Pardon me. And yeah, could have been O'Neill for Mariners City. Tarash Gamorka for City Brisbane. Yeah, for sure. Tarash Gamorka. Excuse me. Could have gone Tarash Gamorka for City Adelaide too, hey. Tarash Gamorka has played for all those three clubs, hey. Yeah, when it comes to these easier games, I try to challenge myself for just going some like left of center picks. But Rocky Visconti was genuinely the first player I thought of for Wanderers Brisbane, which is weird, right? Especially when, as you guys mentioned, I mean, like Brandon Borello's there. Hey, Brandon Borello. So there you go. There you go. Easy griddle today, man. That's the last few days have been like unnecessarily difficult. There's our stats so far. So there's our stats. You can see our stats. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Four in the 8s, 3 in the 9s. 4 in the 8s, 3 in the 9s. So I think we're gonna try and aim. We're gonna try and aim to get the 9s above. We want the 9s to be leading. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be live tomorrow for from 5 p.m. for we've got a massive day tomorrow. We're doing 2 live streams tomorrow. For the next 4 days, we're doing 2 live streams. We're doing all of basically every game for the next 4 days. We'll be doing the live. I'll tell you what, we might do griddle in the middle of the Australia game because there'll be more Aussie fans in that one for sure. But the aim is going to be to get the 9s up. We want the 9s up, that's for sure. So that's how our stats are looking up till this point. All right, what else did we have here? Could have done, Julian says, could have done, excuse me, Stephen Lustica for Wanderers Brisbane. Yeah, 100%. Stephen Lustica, definitely. Couldn't get top left, says Rowan Aardvark. My other picks were Galakovic, McLaren, Clisby, Jurich, Borello, Kwasnik. Nice pick. Casio, yeah, Barisha. Spencer says, fun challenge. Name a player who's played for all 5 clubs. Ooh, okay. There's got to be one, right? Spencer's giving me a little mini bonus challenge here. Name a player who's played for all 5 clubs. Is there one? I'm not sure if there is. Liam Reddy hasn't played for City and Adelaide. Liam Reddy has played for Mariners, Wanderers, and Brisbane. Liam Reddy definitely hasn't played for Adelaide or City. Is there a player who's played for all of those clubs? Oh, there is. Spencer, I've got it. Ruan Tongyik. Ruan Tongyik has played for all 5 of those clubs, which is quite remarkable, isn't it? Yeah, he started at Adelaide, went to City, went to Wanderers. Or did he go to Brisbane before that? I think he went to Brisbane before that, and then Wanderers. Maybe there's the other way around. And then Mariners. Got a Socceroos call up, Ruan Tongyik, and then went back to Wanderers. And now I think he's playing over in the Middle East, isn't he? Yeah, it's Ruan Tongyik, isn't it? I thought there wasn't anyone. My first thought was like Liam Reddy and like Nikolai Topper-Stanley, but yeah, it's Ruan Tongyik. Dom's guesses: Aidan O'Neill from top left. Aidan O'Neill, Craig Goodwin, McLaren. You learn something every day. That's right. What else you got there? Duke for Mariners Wanderers. Scotty Neville. Oh, sorry, Yengi, and then Scotty Neville. Yeah. Storm Roo's a good pick. Yeah, Storm Roo. Actually, how many finals would he have played? He would have played last year's finals and then this year's finals for Mariners. And then he was probably, I think he would have played, Mariners were in the finals in 2014. And I think Storm probably would have played some of those. Galakovic and Mackay, 2 good picks there for the finals games as well. That's right, Ravenous Arvak. It's a good point. Yeah, it is wild how many clubs he's played for with relatively few total appearances. It is bizarre, isn't it? Like usually, if you played for 5 clubs, you're a bit of like you're quite an experienced sort of player who's got who's been moving around. But it's tricky career for Ruan Tongyik too. I mean, he just struggled to cement his place in a starting lineup at any of those clubs besides Mariners. But the only thing, he had that like 1 good season at Mariners. And aside from that, he sort of fell off after that a little bit. He struggled with injuries, to be fair. But it was that Alan Stadgett season with Mariners. It was that 2020-21 where Ruan Tongyik and Kai Rolls was that partnership for Mariners. And Tongyik was fantastic. He was like one of the best centre-backs in the league a couple of years ago. And he got a Socceroos call-up and... I think played against Jordan, I think it was, in a qualifier or something. But yeah, he's one of those curious ones, isn't he, Ruan Tongyik? Anyway, love playing Griddle. Love playing it with you guys too, and playing it live here in the chat so you guys can see my thought process. But the thought process today was very easy. We weren't really stumped on any of them. The only one that I was stumped on for a second was City Brisbane, but Aidan O'Neill was there, and I probably would have gotten Jamie McLaren eventually anyway. Oh man, we love that tea. So, cold tea now. Griddle will be back tomorrow night for our Matildas live watch along. Spencer has a major tip for tomorrow night. Courtney Vine has a Matt Leckie moment against Denmark. Oh, dude, can you imagine the scenes if that actually happened? Let's hope so, hey? Let's hope so. Hey, I kind of want to do like a mini table here. I wonder if I can make this live on stream. I kind of want to put a mini table. Just like, I want to do it myself here. Let's see if we can do it. Can you guys see that? That number one. Second half is just around the corner here in this one. I'll make this a bit smaller so it's not as obnoxiously large. As the teams that are returning to the tournament, New Zealand, Philippines are back underway. Sorry, not New Zealand. Norway, Philippines are back underway. And that game is all but done and dusted. All but done and dusted with Norway in control. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on a potential Philippines miracle comeback. Does Griddle ever throw Fury Gold Coast? That would be a real challenge. I haven't seen Fury or Gold Coast. No, I don't think they will. Yes, with those teams being extinct. Extinct now, hey. It'd be great. I would love if Optus Sport, I don't know if maybe they do this, I don't even know. It'd be great if Optus Sport did a thing where they just had, they had like a stream where you could just sort of watch both games in one stream. That would be great. So, kickoff in the second half between Switzerland and Norway. Goodness me, I keep getting the teams wrong. Switzerland and New Zealand. Watching two games at once spins your head around a little bit, and managing a stream. So, here we go, man. Auckland Knights, New Zealand Knights in there. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think Ross Aloisi played for New Zealand. I couldn't tell you many New Zealand Knights players. Jeremy Brocky, Ross Aloisi, I think played there. I think Mark Paston probably played at New Zealand Knights, and Glenn Moss probably did as well. Tony Lockhead maybe for New Zealand Knights. Yeah, I was a wee young lad when New Zealand Knights were in the tournament. In the tournament, that's for sure. Wee young lad, and then Wellington Phoenix replaced them. So, can New Zealand do it? What's the 1-4? We're going to do our own little ladder here, our own little live group stage. So bear with me. I'm still have to put this together. The wonderful wonders of doing a live stream here and creating this managing everything here. No worries, Dom. Enjoy your night, mate. Jonty Richer. Goodness me, that's niche. Jonty Richer. So, top of the group right now. We're going to put our ladder up here. Our live group standings as we track these results. It is Switzerland. We'll do the 3-letter names. We'll do 5 points. There we go. And second place as it stands is Norway, who are on 4 points. Third place, as the scores stand right now, is New Zealand. We're on 4 points, but are behind by 2 goals on goal difference. Oh, have we just had another Norway goal? I think we've just had another Norway goal. We have. It's 4. It's 4. We're going to come back to making this. I guess we could update a scoreline here. Norway just got a 4th. And they're almost in for number 5. I totally missed that goal, dude. It's been goals galore in this Norway game. They've been on fire tonight. Absolutely on fire. We're almost done making this ladder, man. We can't keep up with all these goals. Oh, is there a penalty shout now for Norway? Serious penalty shout. I think it is a pen. That certainly looks like a pen. Certainly looks like a pen. Philippines are currently on 3 points, but look like they're set to go out. 3 points. Okay, so we're going to keep this up here in the corner. There we go, not bad. So that's our live ladder. There we go. Freshman's back in the chat as well. Good to see you back here as well, mate. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream up till this point. If you are, make sure to hit the like button. I appreciate it. And Norway, who have just started the second half by scoring a 4th goal, have a possible penalty on the cards here. This could end up being quite an ugly night for the Philippines. This is potentially a 5th goal on the cards here for Norway if this is awarded a penalty, which I think it will be. The referees missed this one, and it's certainly a foul there. So, Philippines are well and truly out of this tournament now. There is absolutely no way that they will come back, unfortunately. I tell you what, the contact is minimal. This VAR check is ongoing, and the contact is minimal. There is contact, though. There is contact. So it's going to be interesting to see what the referee says here. Spencer says, taking the little bro to the Fan Fest in Brizzy tomorrow for his birthday. Us Aussies meeting up with some Canadian family for this game. Spencer, I hope you enjoy the night tomorrow night. FIFA Fan Fest. I went to the one in Sydney. Absolute vibe. A freshman says, that is surely a pen. Surely a pen. Here we go. Referee making the decision. Is it going to be a pen? What is she saying? Penalty. Penalty Norway. Penalty Norway. So Philippines really just collapsing late on here, unfortunately. It was always going to be a tough one for them coming up against Norway, but this is could well be 5-0 here. So, Switzerland's starting their second half brightly too, as well, hey? But let's keep an eye on this penalty for Norway. An opportunity to get a 5th goal here and put themselves in a great position here to go through. There is really no way that Norway don't go through, and they have put the penalty away. Reiten finishing it with calmness and composure, and with power too. That was a confident penalty. But a really good finish. And that's number 5 for Norway, who were so lackluster in their first 2 games. Failed to score a goal, but Reiten hits number 5 here for Norway. Great penalty. Confidently struck home. Nama's back in the chat as well. How are you going, Nama? So, 5-0. Norway will certainly be going through to the knockout stage now. As it stands, they will still sit 4th. Sorry, not 4th. 2nd in the table, as you can see here. The live standings. But New Zealand could jump up with a win here. Actually, I'll tell you what, it's quite fascinating when you look at the goal difference. So that means... So Switzerland will be out. Because of the goal difference. Switzerland, who are probably entering this game pretty relaxed. The equation is simple now. The equation is simple. New Zealand win. And it is Norway, New Zealand going through. And New Zealand will top the group. But Norway have scored 5 goals tonight. And have only conceded 1 in this group stage up until this point, which is not bad at all. RP1 in the chat says, I think Norway should park the bus after another goal. For New Zealand, they need to change to a 4-4-2, from 4-4-2 to a 3-5-3 formation, increase the scoring chances. We surely will see some bit more desperation as Norway are in and almost scoring number 6 right in after putting the penalty home. They had to hit the target, surely. That's a terrible miss. Norway, well, I'll tell you what, the highest scoreline in the tournament so far has been Germany's 6-0 win over Morocco. Norway are looking to beat that tonight. And that was close. That was a great opportunity for number 6 for Norway. Still so much time left, though. Philippines are really collapsing here late, unfortunately. So, New Zealand. Can they get themselves back into this game? Can they get themselves in a position to find this goal? Freshman says Philippines can still come back. Dude, I love the optimism. I love the optimism. If Philippines come back, it is the greatest comeback in footballing history, I'll tell you that. CJ Bont bringing it up the field. New Zealand can push. Namar in the chat says Adelaide need to do a big rebuild because they keep failing to make the grand final. They were new players who didn't play good, like Dazelle and Cavallo. It's an interesting one for Adelaide. I mean, it's a fair point. They keep falling at that hurdle. It's been, 3-4 years now in a row where Adelaide have made finals, but not the grand final. And yeah, what can they do to change that? The squad's good. I don't know if they need a big rebuild. Because they've got so many good players already at the club. I think the defense has always been the thing that's chopped and changed for Adelaide, and maybe that could be one area of the pitch they work on. But I mean, they have quality players all over the pitch. Generally, though, Adelaide. So yeah, but we'll see how they go next season. They desperately want to try and go one better. Finishing in the finals just isn't enough for them, isn't it? They want to be pushing for that final game. Philippines have a corner here. Philippines, could they grab a goal back? Delivery is not bad. Shot is going to go wide from the Philippines here. So Switzerland now with a corner opportunity. And I'll tell you what, because New Zealand have to win this game, a goal here for Switzerland would be huge. Claimed by Essen. She's looking for that quick release. Captain LF in the chat. How's it going, mate? Good to see you here. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. 10 minutes into this second half, and still pretty tight. Still pretty tight between Switzerland and New Zealand. The chances have really dried up for both teams. It's been a pretty cagey game. Switzerland do not want to concede. Conceding a goal for Switzerland means that they're out. I'm sure they would have received that. Both teams surely would have received the piece of news from the North Island that Norway are currently leading Philippines already in the second half. Norway have found 2 more goals. They lead 5-0. They lead 5-0. And as you can see here, the live table in the top left-hand corner. Switzerland on top. It's Norway who are above New Zealand off goal difference, man. Goal difference. Spencer asks, is Fowler all good for tomorrow? Yes. By the looks of things, she's all good. From what we're hearing, I think she's all good, which is great. And that's right, Captain LF, Sam Kerr back for Canada, which is the huge piece of news that we got yesterday from Sam herself, that she said she's going to be involved, man. It's going to be great, eh? It's going to be great. Pumpkin, going back to Adelaide United here, Pumpkin says Adelaide's strength is that they don't have big rebuilds. Look at all the other inconsistent clubs in the league. The common thread is the high turnover in their squads from season to season. Yeah, I'm of that same opinion too. I think it can be good to do a big rebuild, obviously, if you've had a poor season. But yeah, it's teams like Adelaide. Who else? I don't know. Like, yeah, a lot of those teams that finish towards the top of the table have a pretty consistent squad. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Morocco match? I actually haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched the Morocco-South Korea match, but it's a big result for Morocco, isn't it? Their win in the tournament history. Big win. But after the Germany result, I was expecting Switzerland. We're going to come back to that. Switzerland could get in behind here. So's chasing this one down, but Riley's going to get to that first. Yeah, I was expecting after Morocco sustained such a heavy defeat to Germany last week. I thought South Korea might have been favourites to get a win there, but yeah, Morocco with a win. Great for them. Keeps their hopes alive of going through. So, when can we see a change here for New Zealand? There's a player down the middle of the park, and New Zealand are left exposed here. Serious opportunity here for Switzerland. They are breaking through the middle. Can they capitalise? So, for Switzerland, we'll go back. Delivery swung in, but no one attacking it for Switzerland. And New Zealand can go here for themselves. But they can't find Wilkinson. Wilkinson hasn't really been able to get herself into this game at all tonight, hey? She's been isolated up top and hasn't had much support. And despite the bright start for New Zealand, it's been Switzerland who have pretty much controlled this game for the last half an hour or so. That's right, Tan Lee in the chat, who says, not looking good for New Zealand as it stands. They are going out, and they need to get themselves back into this game. And concern, even more concern here for New Zealand, the keeper, Essen, is down injured following that clearance, potentially twinging something here. That would be a concern. Do you think New Zealand will get knocked out? I've got hopes that they'll still find this late winner. I hope they still find this late winner. It's a tricky one, though. I mean, Switzerland have been so solid up to this point. Can they get it done? It's all they need is one goal. All New Zealand need is one goal. But Essen, the goalkeeper here for New Zealand, is being treated, and it would be a blow for them to lose their keeper. That's right. Ravenous Ivark says, really need New Zealand. A New Zealand goal here. Can't have both hosts going out. And during this injury, New Zealand coaching staff utilising this stoppage to talk to the squad. They've got subs. They've got subs who could come on here. New Zealand needs some game changers, man. Betsy Hassett. India Paige Riley could come in as well. There's options. When will they deploy them? We saw Australia the other night failed to make substitutions until late on when they were chasing a game. And speaking of Betsy Hassett, she's about to come on. There you go. So, New Zealand will make their first change of the game, and it is Betsy Hassett who will be coming onto the park. An important change here, an important moment in the game. And it will be a defender coming off. It is Stott who's coming off. In fact, it's Longo who's coming off as well, so might not mean a change of formation. So Stott and Longo coming off. It's Bunge and Hassett coming on here, so straight swaps there. But Betsy Hassett, who was decent in the first couple of games, she's coming on in midfield, which it appears to be that Percival will be pushing out to left midfield. So, double change for New Zealand. Will it be the catalyst for a change on the scoreline? Do you think Canada will park the bus? Do you think Canada will park the bus so Sam Kerr will not score? I don't think so. I don't see that happening. That's not the way Canada play. I don't think that'll happen. Canada are a side who Canada are a side who won't be sitting back. They like to control possession. They did it against Nigeria. They did it against Republic of Ireland. I would expect Canada to have most possession against Australia, and for the Matildas to be utilising the counter-attack. And Canada won't be backing off, because for Canada, they can't really afford to lose. They want to be winning this game as well. We know Nigeria are the other team in there with a chance to go through. So I don't think so. I also don't think Sam Kerr will start. I think Sam Kerr will be on the bench. So I think Canada will look to get some early goals there. I think we can expect a fast start from Canada tomorrow night, that's for sure. So, Switzerland still in possession. Meanwhile, it's still Norway who maintain that 5-goal lead. But there's a VAR check for a possible red card in the Norway-Philippines game. Possible red card. The result itself is pretty much locked up in the bank, but there is serious concerns here that there could be a red card. And you know what the funny thing is? Looking at the replay, it's not actually clear who's committing the foul. Is it the Philippines player who's committing the? I think it is. I don't think that's a red card. I want to see a closer look at this. There's a potential red card here in the Norway game. It seems to be for the Philippines attacker who's gone in with a heavy challenge, but interesting one, man. Nama asks, if Australia lose, are you going to do a rant about Tony Gustafsson? Hey, look, I want to make it clear that I actually really like Tony Gustafsson. I know I talked about him a bit in my Australia Nigeria post-match reaction. I actually really like Tony Gustafsson as a coach. I just don't agree with some of his decision making. But as a coach himself and as like a guy, he seems really cool. Decision for this red card in the Norway-Philippines game, and it could go from bad to worse here. Dangerous challenge, and it is going to be a red card. So not the way Philippines wanted to end the tournament. Not only are they 5 goals down, but they're now a player down as well. Very disappointing for the Philippines, man. This is an absolute disaster for them in this third group stage game. Disaster for the Philippines. It's Harrison. Harrison, the player who picked up the red card, by the looks of things. And, well, there's not much Philippines can do here. There's not much the Philippines that can do here. There is certainly no way that the Philippines get themselves back into this game. They're down 5-0 and down a player. So that result is all wrapped up in Auckland, for sure. And I'll tell you what, it could well be more goals in Auckland. Because Norway have been very good tonight. So, all eyes on Switzerland, New Zealand. That is certainly offside here. The flag should go up. Play will go on. Switzerland in on goal here. The shot goes wide, but that is well and truly offside. Well and truly offside. That really should have been flagged earlier. Norway making a triple change in their game as well. They've got the freedom to rotate some plays here. Norway. Okay. New Zealand, what have they got? They haven't had much. We had a comment from, I think it was RP1 earlier in the chat, suggesting that maybe New Zealand should be switching it up to more of a 3-4-3 formation, so they can create some more attacking opportunities, because this second half has been really lackluster for New Zealand. It hasn't looked like that they're really chasing the game. They've struggled to get themselves into it. Pumpkin says, red is harsh in my opinion. The angle of her foot wasn't dangerous enough to justify it. From what I saw from the replays, it didn't appear to be a red for me either, hey. it didn't look that bad. It didn't look that bad. They were showing some like wide angles too, and that wasn't really helping. But yeah, I'm probably gonna agree with you. It looked a bit harsh, didn't it? Especially on a team that's down 5-0. I mean, it doesn't get any worse. They've lost a player now. So Philippines just playing for pride here in the final half an hour of the tournament. Less than that now. Less than that. Nama asks, are you nervous about tomorrow's match? Yeah, slightly nervous. I think we all are. I think all Australian fans are. But like just a tiny bit optimistic. I think with the situation, with Sam Kerr coming back, being on home soil, it's all set up for an epic moment in Australian football history for us to get the win tomorrow night, because we have to. I mean, we just have to. There's no second chances. It simply has to be a win tomorrow for Australia. Of course, I'm nervous, but I've got faith that the players can get it done. And of course, we'll be doing the live watch along for that match tomorrow. It's going to be a huge, huge occasion. So make sure you tune in for that one. Talking about the red card, Pumpkin says, I think it only looked bad after the contact, which turned her foot towards the player, but the initial contact was more of a side onto the leg rather than studs direct to the leg. And Timely asks, is the pressure getting to New Zealand? I mean, potentially it's I don't know, because like they're not really getting themselves in. It's not like they're missing opportunities. The problem for New Zealand, there's 20 minutes to go. The problem for New Zealand is that they're simply not creating opportunities. They're not creating opportunities at this stage. So, I mean, maybe, but it's been Switzerland who have just been very strong at this stage. That will go out of play. Should it? Yep. So New Zealand have a throw in a good position here. Let's see if they can create something. Dude, might as well take it up the pitch. New Zealand have taken that throw in for some reason 30 meters down the pitch when they could have taken it further up. That's bizarre. Percival wins the ball for New Zealand and wins the foul as well. New Zealand need to push numbers forward here. As Switzerland make a change here. How much did you get on your griddle? I can pull it up actually if you want. I'll pull up the griddle. Here's how we went on today's griddle. There we go. Here's our results for today's griddle. We did all right. 9 out of 9. 9 out of 9. Some decent answers there too. 9 out of 9 on today's griddle. So 100%. So very, very pleased with that one. That's for sure. Okay. Another change being prepared here for New Zealand as well. It is Percival who's coming off. She's worked hard tonight. Started every game at this tournament for New Zealand. Percival in midfield. Grace Jales coming on for New Zealand though. It was very easy indeed, today's griddle. This is by far the easiest one so far. It's very, very easy. Okay. So, Katie Bowen standing over the set piece. Opportunity for New Zealand. Needs a good delivery. It's not bad, but it hasn't found a New Zealand target. It's still in the area. Switzerland can't get that clear. Now they do. Out to the wing, though. It'll be a throw. We want this New Zealand goal, man. We want to see New Zealand get through. And referee's got a hand up. Is it a VAR check? No, we're back on. Okay. We're back on. Would have loved to see a penalty there. New Zealand. They've been starved of opportunities, man. Norway still looking for that 6th goal. That game's pretty much wrapped up. Philippines making a double change here. So, down the right-hand side, Wilkinson. Oh, strong challenge. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner here for New Zealand. Set piece opportunity. Good area. Reason's tackle was strong. The football ferns, with almost the entire stadium behind them. Katie Bowen once again up to take this delivery. The star centre back who takes the set pieces for New Zealand. Bowen has a short option in Hassett and has many options in the box. They need to get to this header here. Bowen's delivery isn't the best, but it's going to fall for a shot. Oh, Steinmetz. Not bad. Not bad. Got the power on it, but it was straight at Talman, the keeper. Was that the moment for New Zealand, man? Was that the moment? They haven't had many this second half. They haven't had many. Meanwhile, it's Norway still applying the pressure, looking for that 6th goal with 15 minutes to go in Auckland. Live ladder. See Switzerland still on top. Norway are going through on goal difference. New Zealand failed to score against Philippines last week and still haven't gotten the score sheet tonight. It's just been the one goal to Hannah Wilkinson at this tournament so far for New Zealand. One goal for New Zealand at this tournament up to this point. They are looking for their second goal, but my goodness, it would be probably the biggest goal in New Zealand women's football history if they find it here in the next quarter of an hour. Switzerland, though, they've done well tonight. They've been composed. They're totally aware of the occasion here for the hosts, the co-host. They're totally aware that they're playing in a stadium which is backing the opposition. Spencer says, surely both hosts make the knockouts. Well, it was always going to be tough for New Zealand, that's for sure, to get through. I mean, it was already a tough group as it was. But they are struggling to get through here against a good European nation in Switzerland. The door is still open, though, as long as they keep a clean sheet of their own. I mean, if Switzerland score, I mean, the thing is as well, if Switzerland just score once, I mean, it's done, right? Because it's pretty much done. It would mean New Zealand would need 2 goals. And I can't see that happening. They've struggled for opportunities. It's a poor release at the back from Bowen. Switzerland are in here. Here's the opportunity. It's a great block. What a crucial block. Literally, as we just said, if New Zealand score, it's basically done at this late stage. That was so crucial from Katie Bowen. Had to get that block, man. So, forward here. Jackie Hand with a big delivery towards Jail, who is looking for a teammate. Jackie Hand's got the follow-up. Jackie Hand in the box. Switzerland deal with it. And there's a Swiss defender down injured. So. Oh boy, nervy stuff. Nervy stuff at the back here. Just a little knock on the shin there. Little knock on the shin. Didn't look like anything too heavy there on Waity, the Swiss midfielder. So, not long to go in both of these games. Norway still hunting their 6th goal. They're looking good. Roman Haag, the striker, on a hat-trick tonight. Disappointing for the Philippines. A lot of people were really backing them, especially after that big win against New Zealand last week. But they've really fallen apart here tonight against Philippines. They've struggled. So. Swiss midfielder. Walty is all good to continue. New Zealand have 12 minutes plus injury time to get back into the game. To get themselves a goal. The biggest goal in their history. Can they find it, man? They're still keeping those 4 plays in defence at the back here, New Zealand, but you'd imagine with 10 minutes to go that they have to, maybe put on another attacking player for one of those defenders. They have to commit numbers forward. So CJ Bott, throw in a promising position. Options aren't really showing for her. CJ Bott, and the Swiss fans on the side on the sides are appealing to the refs. I mean, she walked forward like 10 meters there. Ugh. Jackie Hand can't keep that in. Meanwhile, a little moment in the Norway-Philippines game. That was completely unnecessary. Roman Haag having a little coming together with one of the Philippines players. After Roman Haag was blocking the keeper's goal kick. Riley from left back. Delivery. Cleared at the near post. Corner, New Zealand. Corner, New Zealand. They are slowly coming closer here, New Zealand. And the fans need to get behind them. They're preparing yet another change here, New Zealand. They've already made 4 changes. This would be their last. They got to score here, man. They got to score here. Steinmetz is going to be the player to deliver. 6 players, it looks like, central for New Zealand. The delivery isn't great. It's high. It's on target, and that's straight to the keeper. Straight to the keeper from Bunge. So, the quick release for Switzerland here. They're looking for that counter-attack, and they've got the ball. That forward pass will go through to Riley, who, that is a very bizarre decision. She easily could have played back there. She had no pressure inside, but she has just cleared that out and has put her team under unnecessary pressure here, Switzerland. Goal here for Switzerland, and it essentially knocks New Zealand out of the tournament for good. 10 minutes remaining. As it stands, it's Switzerland and Norway going through. The 2 European nations who we predicted would go through. Look like they're set to get it done. Norway, oh, what a save. Great save. Wrightson was looking for another goal for Norway, but that's a super save. Really, really great save. Great diving save by McDaniel. So it's Batchman to take this corner here for Switzerland. They've committed quite a few numbers forward here. They're looking for a goal here, which would secure their place in the round of 16. New Zealand get it clear, importantly so. This has been such a tightly contested game, very even. Meanwhile, Norway's corner themselves has gone wide. So, as we approach the final stages of this clash, both of these clashes, it's tense stuff. You don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. There is a change here. It's Hannah Wilkinson's coming off. Hannah Wilkinson, who scored the goal against Norway, New Zealand's one and only goal this tournament, is coming off. And Gabby Rennie is on for New Zealand. Gabby Rennie on for New Zealand here. The football ferns have made all 5 available changes. So, it's getting into desperate times now for New Zealand. It's getting into real desperate territories. Could we witness a very special moment here in the final 10 minutes? A moment, if they can get it, would surely go down in the biggest moment in women's football history. And again, the flag hasn't gone up on what is a very blatant offside. Switzerland play on, and New Zealand come away with the ball there. But I mean, that can't be advantage. They haven't really progressed up the field very far. So, dude, if Switzerland score here, New Zealand have reason to complain because a pretty blatant offside has just been waved off by the referees. Switzerland, good delivery, headed away. Well done by Bunch. Still in possession, Switzerland. Oh, Switzerland, they've won the ball in a good position. Has the referee called something here? Oh, there was a clear foul and Bunge. So, linesman on this far side here in this Switzerland-New Zealand game has not flagged anything this game, I don't think. They've missed so many fouls, so many offsides. So not quite sure what's going on that far side, that far touchline. Anyway. No excuses left for New Zealand now. More changes being made here for Switzerland. Batchman's coming off. Puibel's coming off as well for Switzerland. Caligaris on for Switzerland, as is Maron. So more fresh legs for Switzerland as they look to hold on here for the final stages of this game. Crucial moments here at the end of this one. Crucial moments. Every minute is vital here. Every moment is vital here. New Zealand need to be perfect here. They're building up from the back. Bunge to Bots. Has Steinmetz free in the middle. She finds up. Rennie on the right. Dude, she's lacking support. I mean, New Zealand clearly timid to throw numbers forward. We saw a similar thing in the Philippines game. They're really not getting numbers forward. And CJ Bott, I mean, that's a terrible decision. I mean, she just lobbed that into the box and no one is there. So, New Zealand, they've been their own worst enemies in the last two games, man. Just that some of the execution and some of the tactics have just been quite questionable. You need a goal here with 5 minutes to go to keep yourselves in the tournament. You need to be committing numbers forward. And you have to be more smart. You have to be smarter with your deliveries, not wasting play like that. New Zealand back in possession. Need to go here, man. So on the left-hand side, Switzerland have been so tactically organised tonight, defensively not giving New Zealand an inch. And the football fans haven't had an answer for it. It does indeed, freshman. It does indeed look like it'll be 0-0 at full time. The way this is going, New Zealand just don't look threatening going forward. I mean, it's going to take something really, really special now. They just don't have it going forward. And for some bizarre reason, they're just not shifting the team forward at all. They have to push Switzerland back. They have to box them in. The fullbacks haven't really gotten forward at all for New Zealand tonight. Here's Jackie Hand. What can she do? Inside the box. Goes for an effort, but that's going to be an easy save for Thalman, who has made save after save tonight quite easily when the ball has come in towards her. Norway 5-0 against Philippines. Not long left in that game in Auckland. Norway in with a great opportunity, and that's another good save. How much injury time will we have in this New Zealand game? That's the one that we're keeping an eye on, especially. We've had a couple injuries. You'd expect we'd have at least 5 minutes. I reckon we'll see at least 5 minutes in Dunedin of added time. Got to push here, New Zealand. New Zealand, just they can't get themselves on the ball. That's the only problem too. They're struggling to get themselves on the ball, and New Zealand could be caught out here, but that's fallen into the hands of Essence. So, coming into the final seconds of this match here. Well done, Switzerland. So strong in midfield as well tonight. They just can't get it forward. They can't get any opportunities. You can see New Zealand coach now signalling for Grace Jail to push up from left wing. That's quite remarkable. I mean, I'd be throwing a defender forward at this stage. This is desperate moments now for New Zealand, and it just doesn't look like it. The way they're playing, it doesn't look like they want to score. It's almost as if they're unaware of the scoreline in Auckland. And surely they are. They don't seem interested in scoring. We've got 8 minutes of injury time. 8 minutes of injury time between New Zealand and Switzerland. 8 minutes. That is enough time to find a goal. Enough time for New Zealand. Meanwhile, Norway, surprisingly, you'd expect them, they would have hit 6 by now, but they've been halted by this Philippines backline, who are just trying to hold on here. And McDaniel in goals has been good tonight, once again. Switzerland have it in the box. Player goes down, but New Zealand break away. So they go for the quick release. It's a good release too. Rennie's away here. Down the right wing with some pace. Good moment here, Rennie. That's a good challenge, but backing it up will be Riley, whose delivery is good towards Grace Jail. Can't direct a header anywhere. And now it's bouncing around midfield. Bowen. So New Zealanders need to stay forward here. Need to keep it going forward. Bowen, this is a good run. She's lost out there. Failed to release it. Failed to release it there. Failed to get that one going forward. Many of these New Zealand fans now in the stadium are on their feet. This is potentially the final moments of the tournament for New Zealand, unless they can find a dream late winner. It would be massive too. The equation is simple. New Zealand score and they go through. New Zealand score and they go through to the knockout stage with Norway. But as it stands, it's Switzerland topping the group, followed by Norway. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner. Switzerland can't believe it. Oh, it should have been a goal kick. Switzerland had the appeals, and I tell you what, that absolutely should have been a goal kick. Keepers, dude, Essence gone up. No, dude, huge mistake. There's 6 minutes to play. Essence up for this corner. The goalkeeper's up for the corner. It's gone towards Essen. She's gone down. Well, this is absurd. Oh my gosh, Switzerland could score here. They've sent the ball long, but New Zealand are going to retrieve it at the back, and Essen's going to get back. But my goodness, you don't do that when there's 6 minutes to go. You do that when it's like the final play of the game. Switzerland could have ended New Zealand's hopes all together there if they'd gotten forward and scored with the keeper out. Wow. So they're only leaving it till injury time. Meanwhile, Norway have finally gotten their goal number 6. Norway have finally scored goal number 6. A comprehensive win tonight for Norway. Is it Roman Haug again? Did she get a hat-trick? She did. So it's a hat-trick for Roman Haug. Wonderful night for her. No Ada Hegerberg, no problem for Norway, who are up 6-0 against the Philippines. Let's have a look at this goal. Nicely worked down the left. They found the space and the delivery. Very, very nice. Headed goal. Once again, beautiful placement. Headed home by Roman Haug, who has a hat-trick tonight against the Philippines. Norway will be playing knockout football. They will be going through from Group A in second place. Ooh, heavy challenge. Switzerland appealing for the foul. It's play on. Long ball into the box. Bouncing around. Switzerland should get to that. Ooh, that has to be a foul. There's a huge push. It is. It is a foul. And God, Switzerland are blowing up with some of these decisions. And I mean, referee has to do something about some of these reactions from these Swiss players. I mean, it's definitely a foul. It's definitely a foul. It's a clear push in the back. Very, very clear push in the back there. So, huge, huge moment here. Keepers come forward again. There's 3 minutes to go. Bowen's going to deliver. And this is a great, great area of the pitch as well. Great, great area. Here we go. 2 players on the wall. Just about everyone's in the box for New Zealand. This is the moment for them. Katie Bowen. Katie Bowen. Delivery towards the keeper. Oh! Essen got the header on it. Can you imagine that if the goalkeeper scored their winning goal? Essen was completely unmarked too. No one tracked her. No one was on the goalkeeper. She had a free go at it. Oh, dude, the header was off target. Oh, dude, was that the moment, man? Was that the moment for New Zealand? They're just a couple minutes away from getting knocked out of this tournament. Rennie. Steinmetz goes long through the middle. That's going to roll through to the keeper. They had a player free out on the left there, New Zealand. Another example of where the execution maybe hasn't been the best. Only a few minutes remaining as well between Norway and Philippines. But that result has been tied up for a long time. Oh, Switzerland, could they break through here? Oh, they're still going. Barnes with the crucial intervention at the back. Switzerland have barely had a chance going forward. This has been such a close game. Oh, it's a bad challenge. Got to play the advantage there. Hassett. Betsy Hassett for New Zealand. The delivery's not bad. That's going to be headed away. They're going to need better than that, New Zealand, to break through this Swiss backline, which has been absolutely impenetrable tonight. So, so strong. One minute to go, man. 1 minute to go. It's got to be a foul. It is. Switzerland holding on here. The keeper's gone forward again. This could be it, man. This could be it. This could be the final attack. This is the final chance here for New Zealand. This is the final chance. Dude, the scenes, if this goes in, Katie Bowen, long-range free kick. Decent area. Oh, can they get a shot? Steinmetz. Blocked. Switzerland, hold on. 30 seconds. Need a good throw here. Need a good throw. Bot. CJ Bot. Go short. Bowen hooks it up. What is that? What is that? What is that? New Zealand, I tell you what, they're going out of this tournament and they're their own worst enemies, man. They've been really, really poor today. They've been poor against Philippines. And they deserve to be knocked out of this tournament because they've been very, very poor, man. Poor tactically. Poor in their execution. The spirit's been there. The heart's been there. But they've been outplayed by better football teams at this tournament. Switzerland are going through. New Zealand's journey is over. New Zealand's journey is over. Wow, man. That's right. Spencer says, unlucky New Zealand. It's over, says Tarnley. This might be the end, says Fresh. Full time indeed. Couple minutes remaining between Norway and Philippines. But the group standings will not change. It ends 0-0 between New Zealand and Switzerland, and they're out. They're out, man. They just weren't good enough, dude. They weren't good enough tonight. They left it to the final couple minutes of injury time to go for it, which was the mistake. Which was ultimately a huge mistake for them. I mean, I don't know if taking Hannah Wilkinson off helped them as well. I mean, you want that physicality in the box also. But too strong Switzerland in defence. Hey, too strong. My goodness. Freshman says, I still have hope for Australia can win. Well, fingers crossed. Hey, we can get it done tomorrow night. And that's, we'll be live tomorrow as well. We're doing 2 live watch-alongs tomorrow. We're going to be live from 5 p.m. for Japan v Spain, Costa Rica, Zambia. And then we're going to be live at 8 p.m. for Republic of Ireland taking on Nigeria. Canada and Australia. That's the simultaneous kickoff happening tomorrow night. Fingers crossed that the Tillies can get the win. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into that live watch-along. New Zealand are out. New Zealand are out of the tournament. Philippines are out as well. It's Switzerland and Norway going through from Group A. Guys, catch you tomorrow from 5 p.m. for that first live watch-along. We'll also be live from 8 p.m. for the Tillies watch-along, of course, as well. Final moments between Philippines and Norway. And then we'll be tuning off. Philippines, brave at this tournament, got a great win against New Zealand in their second match. But Norway have just been too strong tonight as well. 6-0. 6-0, man. Norway outclassing Philippines. They get the win. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And I'll catch you in tomorrow's live watch-along. Cheers.